I could not help but smile. She has gone too far this time. There is more, old Sai said. You will see. Finished. Wesley, who is this Yul guy? My name is not Yul. I helped him up, pushing him towards the house. Don't talk. Foolish lie. It will deal with Red. I'm going to. I stopped talking suddenly, frozen at the living room door. My eyes opened wide, and I almost fainted. It put my hands over my eyes, unable to look. Old Sai spoke quietly beside me. Wesley, I cannot stand it anymore. Look at this mess. He had every reason to be very upset. I could not stand it either. The living room was a disaster. The 4 flower and bird paintings by Chen Banding that were on the wall were gone. Also missing was my important Japanese landscape painting by Sesshu Toyo, a small, very valuable treasure. In their place hung something. It was a messy and strange painting. And to my horror, I realized it was made from the torn pieces of Chen Banding's paintings and Sei's painting, put together into a strange picture. Cold sweat came out all over my body. Old Sai pointed to the corner. Wesley, look over there. I followed his hand and saw the 2 Kangxi 5-color porcelain vases, my grandfather's only family treasures, broken into pieces, put together into a strange, twisted pile. I could not stop myself anymore. I made a loud roar like Tarzan. Red, her voice called down from upstairs. Cousin Wes, you are back? Footsteps came down the stairs very loudly, and when I saw her, I stopped moving. I looked at old Sai, who turned away, embarrassed. It was very hot, and yes, you could wear casual clothes at home. But Red, she was wearing almost nothing, a small outfit like a bikini, doing little to hide her beautiful body shapes. She jumped down the stairs, and the scolding I had planned to give her stopped in my throat. I was ready to grab her and hit her bottom, like you would a 10-year-old. But Red was not a little girl anymore. She stood in front of me, a grown, very beautiful young woman. Her body was perfect. I sighed. So, you are here? She gasped, her eyes opening wide. Cousin, what happened to you? You are bleeding. You are hurt. I fell onto the sofa, pointing to the wall and the corner. Yes, I am hurt. And you? Any more damage to tell me about? Her face looked sad. Truly hurt. Damage? Cousin, that painting and that sculpture are great modern art, my proudest work. I made a low sound. Do you even know what you used to make them? She shrugged. What's the problem? You know how an artist gets ideas. As soon as I came in, I remembered many things from my childhood. The painting is called Joy of Childhood, and the sculpture. She turned red, then continued, it is called Summer with my cousin. I leaned back, very tired. Great, just great. But let's change their names. Joy of Childhood should be Devil's Delight, and that pile of broken vases, call it Cousin's Tears. Red made a sad face. You don't understand modern art at all. I stood, barely able to control myself. No, I don't. Her eyes filled with tears. Cousin Wes, did I ruin things you loved? I thought you would praise my work. I gave a sad smile. Only these 2 great works? She waited. Well, I was going to do something in your study. I held my head, shouting, Red, but old Sai would not let me go near it. She added quickly. I turned to old Sai. I felt very thankful. You saved my life, man. Old Sai gave a helpless smile. I turned back to Red. All right, no more playing around with this modern art nonsense. Her eyes showed curiosity. Playing around? What does that mean? I had said the words because I was upset, not thinking she would focus on them. Sighing, I changed the topic. Red, you saw I am hurt. Go to bed. She shook her head. No, cousin. Let me help put bandages on you. I read about mafia fights in an American magazine. Why are you hurt? Do you have a new adventure? Take me with you next time. I almost choked. Red was the type of person who would really do her crazy ideas. No, no way. It was just a gun that didn't work right. She shrugged, disappointed. A gun that didn't work right? That's not fun. I went to my bedroom and she tried to follow. I stopped her at the door. Red, I am taking a shower and changing. Wait outside. She turned away slowly, her walk made bigger, like she thought she was Marilyn Monroe or someone. Back from America, loving modern art too much, and now read I felt like my house had been entered by force by 1,000 aliens. I closed the door, put a bandage on the light cut on my arm, it was not too bad, showered, and put on pajamas. Then I took the paper monkey and the quiet pistol, quietly going to my study. I planned to spend the night putting this whole mess together, but as I reached the study door, Red made a very loud scream, surprising me. I turned around fast to see her making a face at me. Cousin, you told me to sleep, but you are not sleeping. She had put on a long nightgown, looking truly beautiful. I sighed. I have work to do. Before she could stop me, I added, don't bother me. She gave a playful smile. Okay. I entered the study, locked the door, and turned on the light. I hid the pistol in a drawer and looked at the paper monkey. Right away, I saw light scratches from a fingernail Thompson 25, just like the one Guo had. I stopped moving. I had thought Guo scratched those words, but now I knew better. What was Thompson 25? A secret code for a group selling guns illegally, maybe 25 Thompson machine guns. Possible, but what was the connection with the paper monkeys? I was thinking deeply when a sharp "hey" came from the window. I looked up to see a dark, shadowy head looking in. I jumped, rolling behind a leather sofa. Then Red's familiar giggle was heard. She climbed through the window, holding a carved wooden mask, the monster I had seen. Cousin, did you forget the balcony connects to your study? I stood, very annoyed. Red, if you do one more trick like that, I will really punish you. She laughed about it, walking slowly to the desk and picking up the paper monkey. What is this thing? I said quickly. I spoke 3 words before a soft sound was heard, then a loud noise as the desk lamp's light bulb broke. A flash of light appeared, something shot through the window. I knew trouble had found us. I jumped forward, pushing Red to the floor and rolling us out of danger. A heavy sound followed as something hit the bottom of the desk. I looked out the window quickly, seeing a fast shadow before it disappeared. I stood, turned on another light, and checked on Red. She was not scared, she was very excited. Cousin, is your life always this exciting? I gave her a look. You were squeezing me too tightly back there. Look, you hurt me. I looked under the desk. A 7-inch knife was stuck in the wood. A small piece of white paper was pinned to it. I gave a strange smile. Red, if I had not pushed you down, that knife might have been in your head. She smiled widely, not surprised. Wouldn't that be even more exciting? I nodded, a little amused. Yes, more exciting. I walked to the desk. The paper had a simple message. Mr. Wei, smart people mind their own business. Red leaned close, reading over my shoulder. Cousin, you must keep looking into things. I almost touched noses with her as I turned. Gently pushing her back, I said, Red, tomorrow you are going to stay at my friend's big house outside the city. She did not wait. No, I am joining your adventure. I helped him up, pushing him towards the house. I was unable to finish my homework on time. The 4 flower and bird scroll paintings by Chen Banding that once hung on the main wall were gone. I could not stop myself anymore. But Red, she was wearing almost nothing, a small outfit like a bikini, doing little to hide her beautiful body shapes. But let's change their names. Joy of childhood should be Devil's Delight, and that pile of broken vases, call it Cousin's Tears. Back from America, loving modern art too much, and now Red, I felt like my house had been entered by force by 1,000 aliens. She had put on a long nightgown, looking truly beautiful. A small piece of white cardstock pinned to it. Do you have a new adventure? Take me with you next time.